the date, what we're talking about is for when this RFQ that we've been working on is actually going to be put.
Like, I'm not gonna be here the 23rd either, because I'm going to a memorial service down in New Jersey.
Okay, yeah. So maybe we
And I'll
figure out a
send you
way
that
to
right
like
now.
summarize the meetings every time, just to make sure that you're still on the same page with everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You got
yeah,
my number.
yeah. Okay, I still have it. Maybe, will you text me just in case? Because I just.
Hold
have
on,
your phone.
let's make sure that we get you on the record too. if
Yeah.
there's something
Thank you, and then,
that-
perfect, and then I'll just.
Okay, okay, fine.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so, awesome, this doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, because we're here.
Oh, yeah, I figured, but in the future, we'll still be having these meetings no matter what, so.
Yeah, and I mean, you can always let me know, she can always let me know what's
Perfect.
going on, because I
Can
mean, I
you do me a
wanna get
favor and
involved.
send
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
comment?
good. I'm
because
so
it's good
happy.
for us to have
It's really
that
amazing. I'm
in
so
writing.
glad you two keep showing
And
up to
send it
this.
to Tim.
Yeah,
Well,
This
I
is
think he's
also-
compiling all those
also
comments,
what
but yeah, we'll change
happened
that
really
language obviously right
scared
away.
us.
And that was it?
so this is like the whole timeline.
Well,
of
all right
where we're
then.
at. So, right, we're like in between.
That's cool.
here. So we're in the RFQ public comment.
Tim is very
comment
legally
period,
savvy.
Presenting the draft. We haven't done that yet.
So, so
This
going.
was all like
oh, sorry.
tentative. Apologies.
No, please.
So we are having our meeting of the development committee meeting, subcommittee, and we're just starting now as this is an ad hoc committee.
And I just wanted to update quickly on the RFQ. We made a decision some time ago, actually, to extend it to 45 days.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, the final day for comment is the 26th of July. The 45 would actually be a Sunday, so the 26th of July is 45 days.
Great. So
So
I'm gonna put that on.
I think there was some information out there that it was going to be voted on next week at our meeting that is not correct. So continue to submit your comments. We highly encourage to continue to submit the comments. Oh, my Lord. Hello. Robert, hello.
Hey.
Nice to see you.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
I'm about to,
Thank you.
I'm handing it off to you and I'm sending this to Tom.
Oh, great. Okay, yeah. So,
Sorry.
all of the comments that we have received will be replied to within the realm of our RFQ. And so, our final comment period will be July 26th. So we will have all those comments put together in a document explaining what we've added, what we haven't added. So far, we've received comments from Joe Chaika and also the Conservation Advisory Council. And so please, continue to comment. We want more comments, especially from active residents as well. And we already have the RFQ accessible. Have you been able to see it, either of you? There's no like
I have a
printed copy
stupid
for you
question.
yet? Yeah.
What's an RFQ?
Yeah, so it's what we've been talking about, like the request for qualifications with the developer.
Okay.
So it's like our formal request to get a developer at the table to
Okay.
come work with us.
Okay.
So this is like basically the formalized title for the document.
Like me and her were talking, and like what we're really worried about is what happened down in Florida.
Yeah.
That's been weighing on my mind.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
Like a lot lately.
So one
And so-
thing to be aware of is that we do not have an underground parking lot. We do not have a pool. We do not live in a place that gets battered by hurricanes, saltwater intrusion, sinkholes. No, none of that. We don't have an ocean next to us.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think that it is really important to recognize that is, I have to admit,
It's
obviously,
still-
we
it's still
all think
scary.
about it,
Yeah,
right? We're
it's
gonna
of
think
course
about it,
still scary.
but
Yeah.
it is so rare.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just,
I mean, from what I've
So
heard, that the
rare.
building sways,
yes.
so you can't help it but think.
Yeah.
But there
know?
have been engineering reports done and you should talk to Tim if you want to see them. I
Okay.
mean, clearly
Yeah.
this building, there have been engineering studies done,
That'd be great. it'd be
so,
wonderful.
and I mean, those, and a lot of that was going to advise the renovation when it was discussed a few years. Okay, I'm sending this to you.
Oh, yeah, feel free to come sit. We didn't have that many people here. Okay, yeah.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ekansh. I'm joining you guys from London. Thanks, Claire, for inviting me into this meeting. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're not intruding. Can we ask where you're coming here from? What organization?
Yeah, I'm from an organization called SPOTA. We are based out of Cambridge in the UK, and I initially reached out to Claire a couple of days ago, and she was kind enough to invite me to this meeting, so to have a bit of feedback on and a technology that we've recently launched.
I actually, none of us here have heard of what you're talking about, so maybe you can give us a breakdown of what it is that,
Maybe we could do it later.
or after our meeting, if you're okay to wait until the end of our meeting here,
Yeah,
because none of us
absolutely.
were aware of this.
We are really sorry. I should have probably sent you an heads up via email. But yeah, I'm happy to wait. My colleague Lily will be joining as well, and we've prepared a small 2-minute presentation for you guys, in which we're happy to present after you've done discussing your issues.
And you said you spoke with who prior to this?
Claire Cousin, one of your commissioners.
Yeah, we don't have a proper system yet, so this is a phone, so it's not gonna get much louder.
Yeah, can you?
That's true.
Oh, that's true. That'd be great.
That's
Yeah,
how we
so
solve the problem.
We're gonna actually just continue on with our meeting, and I'm not
Please go
quite
on. Please
sure.
go on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
please go on. Please go on. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm on, everyone.
Hello? Yeah, is that Ravonda?
That was Ravonda for sure.
Can you
Hello?
guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can
Yep.
hear you.
Yay.
Actually, Robert is going upstairs to see if he can get a Bluetooth speaker, so that would actually be a bit of a game changer.
Okay.
Okay, great. Yeah, and we also have someone here from London, but we'll talk to them at the end of our meeting tonight because this wasn't prepared for, I guess. So yeah, so we were just going through, the basics of our timeline for the future, the fact that we are extending, right, the RFQ comment period to the 45 days, which ends up being July 26th.
Does anybody have a different number?
Yeah, does that sound good to everyone?
We want to confirm this. Ravonda, Claire?
I think July 26th sounds great.
Okay. All right, so we're good with July 26th. So we will make sure that goes on the calendar for the final day of comments.
Okay, great. And it's on here, and we'll put this up. I brought tape today, so we're literally just gonna put this up.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
And
Okay.
so we're still on with our timeline here. We're in June, July, so RFQ public comment period. And for July, we were going to finalize RFQ, more public comment. And so it says vote on RFQ at the July monthly HHA meeting. So in that case, with the fact that we have to extend the final comment period to July 26th, that means we're just gonna vote on the RFQ at the August meeting. Does that sound good to everyone? Every meeting's at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and can you now, we were told to be here at 5.
What?
The
We were told to be here at 5.
Really? Okay, so we have to confirm all of this tonight and make sure that everyone has the same thing in mind. Because we want to be here.
Yes, we're down here.
Ravonda, do we want to do 5 or 6
You were done
for
here
the
5
public
today?
hearing?
Yeah.
Because that paper said 5.
What
So-
paper?
In the laundry.
If you go down into the laundromat, on the other, like, go in the laundromat. And then look.
Ravonda,
Yes.
do you want to do a start time of 5 or 6 for next week's? What do we have on the schedule for next week's public hearing?
So
you know?
I know. So for the newspaper, I believe they're speaking of the special meeting tomorrow at 5.
Ah.
So
There was a
that's-
notice Oh, maybe, is that
W-
what?
w-
it was?
do you,
Yeah.
and next week's, public hearing is
Yeah.
scheduled for 6, correct?
Every meeting
Okay.
is 6 unless it's a special meeting, which is in the paper, which is tomorrow. So that's
Yep.
5.
Okay.
Okay, great. There's actually a sign up for what should be, I guess, a special meeting tomorrow, but it says the date is today and it said it was at 5 PM. So I think that's why, some residents are confused. Mary.
Oh, understood. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim must have made an error in that.
What's tomorrow's special meeting?
And so like, we're getting a question for what's tomorrow's special meeting for?
Yeah, so we'll, Claire and I and Tim will just be catching the board, up on conversations that we have been having with HUD. So that's just what the meeting is on catching the whole board up on what we've been speaking with HUD about our development process.
Also, I'm here. I just can't speak much because I'm in the middle of a stadium, so everything is gonna sound like crap. So I'm gonna keep my phone muted, but I'm listening.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what the special meeting is on. It's on HUD.
So we're in here tomorrow too. And it's tomorrow at 5 PM, right? That's why I got confused. It was like
Yes.
the hour was different, but the flyer is not correct.
Okay.
Okay, great. And so just as of right now, the big change that we have, which is not so big, is just basically that we're going to vote on the RFQ at the August monthly meeting rather than the July to allow for the 45-day public comment period. And then, we also have responses from Joe Chaika. We have responses from the Conservation Advisory Council, and we will be putting together, a document replying to all of those responses. And we are also awaiting more responses from as many people as possible. And we want to make this really accessible, especially to residents. So knowing that both of you haven't seen it yet, and have you seen this document yet, the RFQ?
There will be.
Cool, but you got it. You got to it. Okay, great. So and I guess if at any point it will be helpful, we could always come in. I'd be happy to come in and kind of just go over it with you to show you the parts,
That would be great.
the big parts, so we can just kind of figure out a time.
Well, we're probably gonna be doing that next week, going through the various sections.
Yeah,
the
so
public hearing,
next
so-
week, are we still on for the public hearing on the RFQ, July 7th?
Yeah.
We are.
Okay, great. And that's 6 PM.
Yes, it is.
Did you find one? Charged and everything?
And now we're transferring over to our Bluetooth speaker.
Rebecca, this needs to be turned on to Bluetooth.
TYLT.
This is wild.
I know, it's so
It's
handy.
tiny.
Is it?
I am. Hold on, I just turned it off and on.
Sorry, we're managing our technical setup. No.
All right. I can't wait until we have a really good setup. What's that? Do we still have plans to get, the camera and all the Zoom set up?
We do. And
Okay, great.
Shaheem is working on that. And he's supposed to be giving us the estimate of the price.
Yeah, I've already sent the proposal over to Tim and Trish, so they should have it.
See, Shaheem, you are too good to us.
It's just not discovering on my phone.
Oh, that's an idea.
Maybe turn your Bluetooth off and back on.
Like Ravonda said the same thing as well. I
You
know.
guys look really good, by the
That's
way.
like the biggest thing.
Hi. You guys look great.
I know.
Let's see if it actually registers on my phone.
It might on yours. I don't know why mine's looking different. Okay, great. So, oh yeah, there we go. Is it XT1609 or did you get on it?
Did something just happen? Oh, yeah. One of them is registering XT something. Mine is-
Bluetooth pairing request?
No, it's asking me to pair with your phone.
Oh, no, cancel.
That's so great. What?
Do you know if Mike is gonna be here tomorrow? Or are you gonna be here tomorrow?
Mike will be there tomorrow.
Okay, great. Great. It's, yeah, 5 PM tomorrow. Okay, great.
I'm gonna try to be here.
Okay, great, yeah.
Because I have a doctor's appointment at 4:04.
Now, this is an
Oh,
executive meeting. Oh. So,
Well, I think Ravonda said it wasn't going to be.
oh,
Is it,
Fine.
is this a meeting we're gonna be executive meeting?
No, Tim said he felt like it should be a public meeting, that the
Okay,
public
fine.
needs to be informed.
so it
So
is,
I'll try to be here.
okay.
Yeah, so how do we want to do this? I mean, we can just go over, these statements from the CIC, but I'd rather, we're still on schedule. We changed our schedule. We got our final RFQ comment date, July 26th. We're gonna vote on it at our August monthly meeting, and we have a special meeting tomorrow at 5 PM. So I feel like that's our big news right now, and we're just gonna be incorporating all of these comments that we've gotten into a document that we'll be putting out. And so everyone can see, what we've incorporated, how the document has changed over time, and what comments have, gone where, basically. And obviously, if we don't use any of the comments, we'll provide reasons for why we didn't do so.
Does anybody have a comment? At
Well-
this moment? No.
It says tonight, June 30th.
Okay,
At
yeah, so
5.
I'll even, I mean,
I'm just saying.
no, it's
I'm
good,
just
it's
saying.
good. I'm glad you're saying it. So I'm just gonna add it to here too.
Yeah.
Plus special meeting.
It's just so many meetings,
I know.
but
I came from council
it's just so many meetings. Well, for you.
meeting back in presently in person. So.
Oh, that's right. So you're running around too. Yep.
All right, does anyone have any public comment?
Okay.
Because it's hot in here.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
I mean,
Way easy.
this is
Is
more
everybody
just
good?
like information meeting, make sure everyone knows, everyone's on the same page. We got our dates all together. We got our documents all together. We're putting up these timelines, so
And we're here
residents
for
know where we're
you
at.
if you want to show up.
Yeah.
That's the other thing to remember. We're here every Wednesday.
But we also don't have snacks this Wednesday.
That's true. That's why we are not as popular as last week.
But I'm so thankful that you three have kept showing up.
Indeed.
And thank you, Tom, for showing
And
up.
thank you, Tom.
And thank
And
you for showing up.
back. What is your name? Sorry? Morgan. Thank you, Morgan, for showing up. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow.
People from.
See you
And Ravonda,
tomorrow.
I don't know if you want to hear from the people that are here from an unknown company that I really don't know anything about this presently.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you want to hear from them. They weren't on our agenda.
Okay,
I wasn't aware of this.
Maybe another
that's
time.
okay. I would love to hear from you guys. I'm Ravonda. I'm the Hudson Housing Authority Chair, and I like surprises. So I feel like this is going to be a good one.
That's great. It's good. We're going to try to make it as brief a surprise as possible because I'm sure you guys have had a long day already and we don't want to keep you here too long. So we've got some slides to share. Can
Wait,
people see screens okay?
Sure.
So yeah, as I said, we want to keep this pretty short. We're going to be presenting for probably under 5 minutes, and then after that, we'd be really happy to answer any questions that you guys have. I'm not sure how much I can told you before I got online, but we're from a company called Spotter, And we've got an IoT, Internet of Things, bed bug surveillance technology. So in the presentation, we just want to tell you a little bit about what the challenge our technology seeks to address is, just for people who maybe aren't as familiar, and then give you a real whistle-stop tour of how the technology addresses it. So a little bit of background, we've had some pretty good success, some very good success so far with implementing the technology in hotels. And off the back of that, a few housing authorities got in touch with us because they thought that it could help them address issues that they've been facing with bed bugs. However, we are very much still in the process of learning about how relevant this is and how it could be useful to housing authorities. So at the end of the presentation, we would really love to hear any feedback or input that you have about it and whether you think it may be able to help you guys. Great. So bed bugs are introduced into properties by occupants and visitors. This is just a little bit of context first. This introduction happens unintentionally, and often it's without these people that are bringing them in knowing. Bed bugs are very much a growing problem, and a recent academic study actually found that property operators are only aware of about a third of existing infestations. And this is really an issue because the longer bed bugs are present, the larger the population grows and the more severe an infestation can become. And severe infestations can lead to an array of challenges for property operators and property managers and accommodation providers. And particularly important, I imagine to you guys, is resident welfare and then also the costs associated with multiple treatments. In fact, a few housing authorities that we've previously spoken to have actually told us that they've ended up spending tens of thousands of dollars over their budgeted amount for pest control in particularly badly infested properties. And from what we've heard, this is typically in high rises and also in senior care homes. So you can't prevent bed bugs arriving because they come in on people. How do you actually get around this challenge or minimize this challenge? It's really got to be about early detection, and that's where Spotter's technology comes in. So we sought to address this problem by developing a pretty simple but quite clever technology that allows you to monitor for bed bugs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and do all of this completely remotely. So you can see in the picture here, this is what one of our pods looks like. It's a wireless unit. It's about the size of a deck of cards, and it sits beneath the mattress and reports to an online console. So the way it works is these pods sit underneath every bed that you're monitoring in. It's really simple setup. It only takes 30 seconds to install it, and it's all completely configured. These then lure bed bugs that are already present in. When one enters, it is detected, it's identified as a bed bug so that there's no confusion with other bugs that might be present, and then an alert is sent to the person who's responsible for dealing with it. So this is what a manager, for example, would see on their phone. So you can see that an alert comes up, it tells you which room the infestation is in. And this means, and there's an online console to allow you to check details as well. So this very early warning system allows you to detect things at an early stage and then treat the bed bugs, exterminate them, and allows you to minimize spread. So to prove the efficacy of our system, we did an in-depth study across several large hotels over the course of a year. And in the study, we found that it had a 94% success rate. So this meant in 94% of cases, our system was detecting bed bugs before a person was even aware that they were present in the room. So that's it. I said it was going to be quick. That's Spotter's solution to early detection of bed bugs. You can detect early, protect against the spread, and then ideally improve resident well-being. So again, as I said at the beginning, we're really interested to hear your thoughts. If you've got any questions, or advice about whether you think Spotter could be useful to the Hudson Housing Association. Who'd like to go first with a question or a comment?
I don't have any questions, but I think this is a really cool, neat system. And thank you guys for being here.
That's no problem. We're glad that you think it sounds interesting.
Yes, I'm very excited to share this with Tim Mattice, who is the executive director. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here with us tonight.
That's no problem.
But if you can share the slides with me so I can share it with him, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we'd be very happy to jump on a call with Tim. Did you say his name was?
Yes.
Yeah, if it'd be helpful for us to talk through it, we'd be very happy to jump on a call as well.
Sounds good. I'll put my email in the chat.
That'd be great.
Sure.
You don't
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much for this presentation.
That's all right.
Thanks,
Thank you
guys.
so much for
Have a
having
good
us.
day.
Okay, bye. Have a good evening.
Have a good one.
Bye.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow,
See you
5
tomorrow at
p.m.
5, everyone.
Thanks, Shaheem.